Hi, welcome back to the Custom Model Guy, and this will be the final episode in the Bumblebee series, so this will be the final assembly. We jump straight into having the main cockpit area fitted to the chassis due to lost footage, so we move straight on to fitting the engine cross member. And then it was on to the front grille light glasses and lenses reflectors. It should have been easy, but it wasn't, because the V of the plastic wasn't the same, so it kept springing out. I eventually had to put some clips on it with some protector so it didn't scratch the paint. Because the glue just wouldn't hold it in place long enough to keep it dry, for the glue to dry. So this took a little bit longer than it really should have done. I used a mixture of CA glue and contactor adhesive, simply because the parts weren't painted on this side, so the contactor would work. If the surfaces were painted, it wouldn't have worked. And then it was time for the rear lights to go in again, because the interior of the bodywork hasn't actually had any paint. I was able to use contactor adhesive again. Now it's time to give the wing mirror glass some paint. Rather than go with some bare metal foil, I just went with some Vallejo chrome here. I gave the front grille and lighting assembly a good few hours to dry off, so parts didn't get knocked out when I tried to squeeze them into the bodywork. And then again, I just used some contactor adhesive because this area wasn't painted, or had minimal paint basically. And it's good to use this because it has the needle applicator, so you can get it right into those little areas, rather than super glue, which will tend to go everywhere. And now that the wing mirrors were dry, I could get those fitted. Now I needed these to be nice and strong, so I used some CA glue. I just dipped the fitting spike in some glue. And so I needed these to be nice and strong because they were going to be, the car is to be sent through the post to Sammy, so I didn't want them coming off in the post, especially since the courier decided to throw the package over the back fence. Now the refitting of the main glass piece, I decided to just use some CA glue, smear this over the interior roof section. And then I used some contactor adhesive just to anchor the window down so it didn't flex. And then once the glue on the glass was dry, it was time to fit the bodywork to the main chassis. This went okay, not too fiddly. Now this footage is with the new camera, and you can see we have autofocus now. The camera does actually make a very good job of keeping the model in focus as I move it around, so I'm very, very pleased with the new camera. And with the bodywork fitted, it was time to fit the brake discs. Now if you do this model yourself, when you come to fitting these front brake discs, be very careful, because that black plastic piece that I've just put the glue on is quite flimsy, and you could break that off as you're pushing the piece on. So you have to make sure that you brace the black plastic behind as you push the glue on. You can see me just getting my finger in there to pinch the two pieces together. Rather than the usual fixed wheels, the kit actually came with some axles, some metal rods, so the wheels were freewheeling. I don't particularly like this because the models aren't toys, they're not meant to roll, so I would much prefer static wheels. So anyway, what I'm doing here, I'm just fitting the axle into one side of the into one tyre first. And then I'll pass that through the body and fit the other wheel. In hindsight, I wish that I had pre-test fitted these, because the rear axle was actually about half an inch longer than it needed to be, and as a result, the back axle, the tyres tend to slide left and right, it just ruins the overall look of it, really. So I wish I'd done a test fit and cut that axle down to size. Now with the front axle, I'm showing this struggle in its entirety, basically because that metal axle bar has to pass through the discs, through the engine, and out the other side, and unless that engine is absolutely perfectly aligned, when the metal rod actually comes out the other side, it is out of line with the little groove in the chassis that it has to pass through. So what you actually see me doing, I get a set of tweezers and I'm actually flexing the engine around inside to actually pass the bar through. As I said, I'm showing this in its entirety so you can understand the struggle. Having to put a hell of a lot of pressure on the parts, and to be honest, I'm surprised they didn't snap. They really should have snapped. In this shot you can actually see the exhaust that I fitted. I lost the footage for that, unfortunately, but I used a Camaro weathering kit with some blue and some gold to actually do some heat burnishing. Burnishing, is that the right word? I don't know. Basically heat discoloration of the stainless steel exhaust. You can see the blue and the gold. It it turned out okay. It was a little bit uneven. I wish I'd had a bit more time to spend with it and get it all even and accurate on both sides of the exhaust. I think I found I had more coloration on one side of the exhaust than the other. It's a bit unfortunate, but it looked okay. Also see in this shot here, the front wheel does not actually sit central to the wheel arch. I tried everything I could to sort that out, but there was just no way. The chassis and the bodywork are sitting absolutely perfect. Everything is in perfect alignment, but for some reason it just would not sit square to the or sit central to the wheel arch. Overall, it was a good build. It was interesting, and it was a fun challenge opening up the box and finding out that it was a pre-painted assembly. You can actually see the sliding of the axles there, and me trying to push them together. But the axle bars are at the end of each thing. So anyway, having the pre-painted bodywork was a good challenge, and having to sand it all down and get it back. One of the things I wish I'd done was the black sections on the bodywork. After the clear coat went on, it was a little bit rough, so I wish I'd sanded that down a bit. But overall, it turned out good. I like it, and by all accounts, Sammy likes it too, which is the main thing. And that's it for the build. Some slideshow photos for you. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy that. And if you make the kit yourself, I hope you have a little bit more luck than I did with it. Like always, hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with our videos. And thanks for watching.